are you doing today? I'm about to go out into the world soon. And man, it's like what, the second day of spring, and it feels like it's a tropical. I mean, I'm not out there yet, but yeah. I hope you guys are having good moments. I'm a little nervous. My sister, I love her so much, but it takes a lot to go live sometimes, you guys, because like when you can feel energies everywhere, and you can already feel what's going to come through, or if anybody's on my level, you understand. But yes, I'm going to go bowling tonight. Okay. I've been telling my son that I wanted to go bowling instead of going to the bar, because we do, like, I'm going to kick her butt. She just it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. But go bowling tonight. I'm going to go get my nephew. He's on spring break, okay? But it's really, really windy out there or something, y'all. But it's okay. It just doesn't seem, man, Ohio's weather is more bipolar than us people. I swear.
I'm about to have a good day, no matter what they say. The sun is shining down on me.
I'm gonna need the sun.
Birds are singing praise. I'm about to have a good day in every single way. God who made the universe knows me by my name, so it's a good day. Baby, in my own world, go to neighborhood, living in the present. I woulda, shoulda, or coulda. I remember back when I was low as a rubber. No standing up, look at what my father does.
You know what I need to tell y'all? Because I had to come on, like, I just go by obedience. And I'm learning so much, you guys. When they say, like, heartbreak, the things you go through. When I say I'm learning through the pits of hell, and when I say pits of hell, like, I have to explain sometimes because I'm very different, but you know what? I shouldn't have to. But anyways, we're put in the fire a lot. And it's not because, oh, they got to live their karma. No. Listen to me, y'all. There's a lesson and blessing through every circumstance, every situation, everything we do every day. But when you let go of control, when you let go of patience, when you let go of everything, it's not easy. I need to stay on the time. Like, I have so many stories I could tell. Like, my days are just truly stories. And sometimes I don't even realize how funny they are until I go back and I'll watch the video, because Facebook will just put it straight on. I'm like, okay. But everything we go through, so what I'm literally learning today was that, yes, y'all, if you guys follow my journey, I don't know how many videos back, but I was a couple videos, okay? I showed my feelings, like crying and stuff. And that was the hurt, that was the pain. Even after I let it out before I went live. That's why I have to be obedient. Because if I hold it back, it's just, I'm going to be blocking anything that could be in front of me. Like, so, what I'm learning, because look, I went to see my brother yesterday. I didn't even do a video yesterday. I didn't even post about it yesterday. My son, thank you, son. Me and my oldest son went in the morning. He'd be surprised to see me in the morning. Like, but if you don't see me after probably 7 p.m. or when it gets dark out. But the nurse came up to me and said he hadn't bathed in like a week. And I'm like, I noticed the same yellow shirt he had on when I seen him 4 or 5 days ago. I'm accepting it. I've accepted it. I have, finally. I've accepted it. I've accepted everything that could happen in my road every day. But you also got to realize, when you accept things, you guys, you also need, like, even making better choices. I literally had to cut out 2 people last week before. I tell y'all, I don't really keep track of time. Since then, even through all the heartbreak and hell that I'm supposed to be feeling, that I used to feel in my past, because, you know, sometimes we play victim, or we that's the wind, y'all. That's not me. There's a lot of times that we could get through things so much easier, and so much learning. you have to, you have to think outside the box. You have to not. I'm gonna tell y'all what, I was raised here in this little town here. I never really put my town, y'all. Please don't do it, because there's some people that gotta take care of out here that will try to come and just. I forgot what I was gonna say, but it's okay. Ooh, it's a small town. A lot of people like me, until I left this small town when I was about 22, I think, when I moved to Florida. I was very like square, which is fine, but one-minded until I got out into the real world. Like, my parents put me out in the real world. Well, no. I left. I left. I said, I don't care. I'm out. I don't take anything back, but I wasn't prepared. I believed everything everybody said, because if you're raised in church and stuff, I'm thinking it explains why Mama didn't let us leave the yard, what kind of world it is, but I'm learning so much, but it's a lot out here. It's a lot. It's a lot of energies. And you know what? I'm not judging any, I'm not better than any. But we have the choice of what to put up with. And what I mean is, okay, let me use an example. If you and your sister are really, really close, but she's just going through it lately, and I've been trying to help her, but she's kind of mean to me. Look, I lose my chapsticks. This is my last one. But she's kind of mean to me. And then you know what happens? You kind of start feeling like the rest of your day is a little bit like low vibrations, or you just don't want to be bothered. We have to separate ourselves from that, y'all. We have to. Not that we can't be around them and be a little bit of help, or, cheer them up, or we might even make people's days. Because I know somebody right now that it's the choices we make, y'all. And we gotta know and feel that we're worth it. And it's not easy. It takes time. It takes time, especially when you bend in the gutter and back a few times. It's not easy. But once you get it back, I'm there. I won't let anybody take it from me. Nobody. Not even my children. But see, grace to God, I don't even have that problem with my children. My children are amazing. I know we all say our kids are amazing. No, mine are really I'm so proud of them, especially what they have been through as children. Life is amazing. It's what we make of it, y'all. Before I step out in this world, whatever dark is coming at me, God's got my back. I'll use an example. I think I went live yesterday. No, not yesterday. The day before. And I was like, Facebook. I was literally getting aggravated. And literally, the song came on because I live freely. But I was pushed a little bit by Facebook that day. But I still keep going. But we have our moments. And literally, this is how I'm protected, y'all, by this higher power. And I went back and seen that. I'm like, thank you, God. Because I probably could have went on for a few minutes, because this has been the hardest. YouTube was my hardest when I first started my journey. This has been the hardest because it's just more people that, when I used to come out here, I didn't have to worry about, it's not that I didn't have to worry. I didn't know the people like I know on Facebook. Facebook is more of a personal, but I never really interacted much either. But I loved my TikTok at the time. I don't miss it now, guys, because we have to move forward. I learned so much from them. I appreciate it. Even on my spiritual journey, it's been amazing. It's been an amazing ride. It's been tough, but the rewards, and just to have the peace and the protection no matter what. We all have the protection no matter what, but some are more protected. And I realize what that means too, because it's so many levels, y'all. I'm learning so quick, down to even when traumas and stuff are happening. I probably would still be laying down in bed if I didn't change my life, or if it didn't take a trauma happening for me to sit down and be open-minded and free to be shown. If any of y'all out here and you're like, I'm 45. I learned a little late, but it's okay. That's why I could tell you so many different levels of stories. But Just got to get better at finishing each story. But it's okay. Nobody's perfect. And I accept my weaknesses and my strength. Now, yeah, it's a piece that there's people that will say, oh, how did she have all that with the... Because you know what, you guys? There has always been inside of me. This is weird. We're all here for a reason. We all have our own perspectives, our own journeys, our own, like, it's amazing. And I would love to hear other people's journey. For real. Because we all been through some shiz. But you know what stops a lot of people from their journey, like it did me at first? When I was disobedient to getting on live, even on TikTok, when I first started. What? You do get punished a little bit. But you learn from it quicker. Quicker than the reality, quicker than I learned in the past. Especially if I'm doing social media and I already have my weaknesses that sometimes I forget. Okay, I forget a lot. But it's okay. I always live the moment. Y'all got to realize the moment. How do y'all know when our I'm just learning this right now as I'm speaking. How do y'all know that when your grandparents or your older siblings, anybody that has passed, when they say they have, what is that called? When we forget a lot, guys? Amnesia? Dementia? How do y'all know? Yeah, some might have, some might. It's okay. How do y'all know those people aren't living in the moment like me now? My son made a comment one day. He's like, Mom, imagine you at 60, 65 or something. I'll pay him. Shit. But now, like, he's understanding the spiritual journey. I was a totally different person, even down to last year, down to 6 months ago. Because the biggest thing I'm learning at this moment is accepting everything. If it's a mother, a father, a brother, a sister, a wife, a husband, yes, it's gonna hurt. Yes, we're human. We have a heart. We all have a heart somewhere, even if it's compressed, even if it's been hurt so many times you refuse to let it hurt again, it's gonna hurt again. This is life. It's human. We're humans. Who was that on the Yellow Brick Road? Like, things just be popping in my head so much. The one that didn't have a heart. If I didn't have a heart before, right now I'd be too much of a softie. I mean, with the heart, I feel like sometimes I'm too much of a softie. But back then, when I could press my feelings, I'd be like, skirt, skirt. And I like go off on people because they done disrespect. Yo. When I hear about things now, I feel bad for the person. Because I can't make nobody's choices. Nobody can make my choices. And it took me this long, 45 years. 45 is a good number, right, guys? I'll be 46 in July. But yeah, I had to come on here. I'm going to play one more song unless I have to stay out here longer. And then I'm going to get started with my day. I even like, sometimes, not all the time. Well, okay, wait, hold up. Most of the time, when I leave my house, y'all, I roll these dice. Just 2 dice. It was 3, but lost another one. Well, it was 2, 3, now back to 2. But I'm gonna tell you what. It was me and, at the time, a family member. We went somewhere. And it was a trip like I'm taking today, and it's kind of long. But even down to after the rolling the dice, when I do it by the exact number. I don't do 3, 4, 1, 2. So down to rolling them dice to me living freely, y'all. Listen to me. Nobody's perfect. So driving that hour, I drove an hour. So about a half hour coming back in Ohio, you guys can vouch. It's usually 3 deers that run in a pack. Now, if I didn't start my day off with, well, first of all, I've already had the connection before I leave. If I didn't roll those dice, it was 4 deers that day, you guys. And that split couple seconds that I wouldn't have if I didn't have patience. Because you know what? I was one of the biggest impatient people. Swear to you. Now when I'm like, just chilled and it's okay, everything's going to be okay, people almost don't believe me. My son even's like, and you know what? He goes to college. And it was like, I don't know, guys, 2, 3, 4 weeks ago. Besides something I read, he said, Mom, I have to, he said, I had to do an essay about something, and I said, okay, bring it out and read it. What? I had tears, y'all. It's amazing. When you start working on yourself, it doesn't matter about your past. It doesn't matter who you are, if you feel like you're a bad person, or, yo, guys, if I could stay in my little cave here, my sanctuary, I would love it. Before I couldn't even stay home. I'm jumping for everybody. I'm just fast-paced life. But when you take a moment for relationships, for marriage, for God, the universe, I haven't been outside grounded on the grass for a minute because, it's been a little cold. But I stay right here and I'm out every day, guys. And I'm learning so much. And once you accept everything for what it is, everything, even though I know I'm going to go through heartbreak when stuff happens or anything happens to you guys, it's life. It's called life. But once you get to this side where it's like, and you know what? A lot of y'all could already be here and be like, dang, man, she's late. But hey, she's on board. I'm just saying, like, can't judge out here. What if the piece to your puzzle to move forward to your new chapter, like a new book chapter in life, this is real shit, was the piece to that puzzle for you to move forward was a person you either judged or a person that you just like heard a lot of things about and you just don't know. Nobody told you to go and put your whole heart and soul into just be free. Allow the universe and God to take over. Because everybody I see, I'm going to see the God. And when I'm around him too low, I just don't allow it all now. That hurt too. There's some things that happened. Like, you have to get hit. Well, me, Mandy, on my journey, had to get hit with some hurt, sideways hurt. Out of the, well, because, I'm realizing my journey, a lot of things have to happen for me to explain, for everybody to be able to see and understand. But they come sideways. Like, one was just, it was a family member, but I'm still working on not giving titles, because I was always a big family person, like, man, ride or die, no matter what we went through. But what? My last chapstick's almost done. We'll do the ride or die, but the thing is, I was always dying, guys. I was always dying. Big heart. I didn't put myself first. When I say first, y'all, because when I think I'm just made to do videos sometimes, because, like, I will explain like I do here, sometimes 3 or 4 ways, or not even get to the answer, but some of y'all can already figure it out. And if not, one day it'll come back. The story will probably come back. But I'm just saying, y'all, we are who we are for a reason. If you're out here revolving love, if you're out here pure intentions, pure heart, nobody's perfect. Look at me the other day. I was about to go in on Facebook. And the universe saved me. We're protected from everything when you live in that light, or you're trying. Just try. Nobody's perfect. And man, oh man, I went from, the trauma as a child. We all, especially these small towns, I noticed more than bigger cities. And I asked an Indian dude, I don't know how long ago, guys, but I said, I have a question. Because they work over here. They're amazing people. I said, hey, do you guys got trauma like we do over here in this in this country? He said, no. And he's talking like he has a huge family. Like the ride or die I've had for the title family all my life. Not all my life, because I'm still here to show my light, I guess. I get nervous, y'all. It don't matter how long you're doing something, I'm telling y'all. And the more I do this, I grow even faster, but it's like the 45 years being slammed at me from school. It's not easy. I had to work on even my confidence, because there's no filters. I might have my lights, or I have my reason for these. You guys see my eyes closed, open, without. Don't worry about none of that. Just enjoy the vibe. Live freely. Learn something. I love to teach people. I love to be taught. I didn't have much of that in life. And if I would have listened in church, I would have been taught better. But no matter what, I'm willing to even take, like, besides me being my own critic, my son, I'd be like, dang, man, you gotta come at me like that? I'm not your homeboy. But you know what? That's how it is when I hit people too. Like, you gotta get me. Like, it's gotta, look a little, oh, being stubborn and hard-headed got me nowhere, guys. It did, though. I learned lessons 5, 6 times, different ways, different routes, different levels. But, oh yeah, my brother. So going back to my brother, y'all, I've accepted it. I thought I had accepted it when it all happened. When he left here, like, yeah, we passed our mission. We both passed the test. See you, bro. I'm going to go back to working on me. Like, really, that's how I talk. For real. But before, it used to come out of anger or frustration or a little bit cocky. Yo, I have to go out there. My nephew's depending on me. I do not like, and people ask me, are you always like, because I have my window open, I always live it freely. I don't care. My AC, I don't care. You know, people watch the tell, but I don't care. Sometimes my AC on, like, I am not, and it took me a minute to even get used to this weather up here. Again, from a child. Well, from 22. If any of you guys are out here and you're like, oh man, that's the girl from school, I could do it. And y'all want to know what? Because I'm 100% honest. There's just different times in my journey, certain things come out. My children didn't know, at least till a couple years ago. To my high school friends on here, or my high school peeps, I didn't graduate. I went through a whole situation with my family at the time, and I was 16. But my first job I got, and my mom was all about money, I guess. But I didn't care, because I was like, yeah, you got my checks. She already taken them anyways. She said she signed us out of school. She signed us out of school. She got them checks. I was relieved from school and relieved from home. I got made fun of a lot at school. Me and my twin. We go to get on the school bus in the morning, right before we go to school. That's what it was. Just like right before church. Like, I'm pretty simple. I was a pretty good child, for real. You wouldn't think that as mouthy as I was in my past, because man, I took a lot of hurt and pain, y'all. I took a lot of, like, even down to my kid's father situation. A lot of people around here, they know that situation, but they don't even know half the situation. But it doesn't matter. I'm not here to prove to anybody. I'm just here to help myself grow, y'all grow. There's so much, yo. Look, now I have to go back to that. Sometime today, it's probably going to be when I'm driving, because I'm going to do a lot of driving today. And, just, you gotta, with me, guys, and my journey, even down to self-esteem, big forehead, you know, the big dude, big butts. I lost my ass, but hey, that's what happens when you get older. We have to love everything about us. To even love that inner child again. It's a lot. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work to when you started. I thought I was going more crazy than I am now. Like, I don't want that shit. Fuck. I'd rather just keep my heart protected and not worry about what anybody says, does to me, and keep moving. But it always hurt because that's what I was always used to in life. Allowing people to do that to me. Until up to like 2 weeks ago, y'all, 3 weeks, I don't know. Like, I'm fully free when I say that, and there's probably more free to go. And this is amazing. And back to my brother, he just popped in my head again. So I sunshaves him. That are, like, I've accepted the whole thing, that I'm learning so much, even more beyond. It's amazing, y'all. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot to, like, when stuff hits, it's like, what? What? To where even the aura, sometimes, you know, he hasn't been selfish at all since he's had this cancer. Because he was one that would be like, I need this, and I couldn't even get the first one, yo, and then we start fighting, arguing, and then he didn't get his way, the control, and then I'm mad, I'm hurt. I took it for years. Why? Number one, I didn't love myself, obviously, fully at all. Had a little bit of standard as a boundary, but not strong enough for these mugs. I'll just say it. Everybody's different. So we argue, fight, and even to when he was in jail each time, when I put my boundaries and standards up the last time, 2 days before he went to jail, it felt great to be released. I thought I was free in life right there and there, but no, I'm still got more to go in life, guys. We learn and grow every day. My pace right now is just a little bit fast because, not that I want it to be, it's not that. I want to chill. Ugh. It's because when you do start learning and growing and really learning and growing, even down to like when I say, okay, if your life is balanced, guys, every day, you could be pretty free, which I was. But it's even to where like any kind of like, let's say, I basically got my hair, eating, addictions, cigarettes, drinking, to where I know where on church we were taught like pray, forgot to take it away. But if we're praying that, like I was before in the past about people, places, and things, I didn't even know who I was talking to or even understand who this higher power was. I just knew something was good about this higher power with what I've seen with, even through all the trauma, what I've seen with the miracles with my family. And I don't know if I finished this one sentence in a video, but I realized with this higher power, all these rules and regulations we had. There was one lady on TikTok named Miss Jean. She said, because we were literally talking, like, I'll get on the sex topic. I don't care. Like, oh, no, stop, y'all. It's 2025. Like, yeah, I might be a little shy because I'm back to my inner child, but, like, I'm willing to talk about anything. It's just, I'm being prepared right now to be able to interact without, and my energy to be. It's way more than people would think unless you're on this level right now. And you got this if you are. I got this, we got this. To where, okay, because, I went from religious to spiritual. And I'm not dogging anything. I compromise mugs, so say what you want. And I did it after my mama died. This is all through my own journey. And I'm not even telling anybody which way to go. You're right, you're wrong. No. It's even with me. I have a true understanding of the universe and spiritual and God. I have that now. I've had it for a minute. It's amazing, y'all. For me to say that, because things really have to be amazing. But back to the religion and spiritual. And this is where I grew too, from this lady. Because I was still believing in religion and the rules. If you have conviction, if you're free, okay? You have to be free because you're going to have conviction no matter what if you believe the rules you're taught. If you let that go for a minute, because you never see a problem with this over here, but the church or the people say this, but I'm not feeling it. You got to go with you. There's a lot of us that are just like followers. I never was a follower. You know what I was? I won't even say I was a leader. I was just the one over here in the corner, like, leave me alone. Even good days, bad days back in the day, because I got tired of people. Like, I loved people. I had a job where 25 years just traveling and Taco Bell where I started at 16. Traveling, fixing up stores, that's how I learned Spanish. In Florida, with I loved when they talk about me, though. I'm like, okay, Mug, I got you. No. Telling y'all, don't underestimate nobody. Actually, I started writing a poetry today on underestimating people, y'all. I've been underestimated my whole life to where when I started speaking for myself, I didn't realize all this speaking for myself that the people were so deep into this darkerness. Not that I wasn't dark, but some deep shit. Like, whoa. They'll get you. You learn quick. You learn quick. Anyways, I don't even know what time it is, but I'm going to do a song unless I have to stay on still. But you guys, we all got this. No matter what we're going through, there is light. I'm proof of that. I see it. I know it. And you know what the light is to me? Was accepting, number one, the whole situation. Me living freely and stuff. I still have blockages daily, guys. We all do. But we're always protected. And if you make the right choice that day, because there's days I can have 3 different choices, y'all. And I might not choose any. You know why? Because if I feel I have to stay, I'm staying home, loves. I learned the hard way on so much shit. If you guys are having a lot of negative things happen in front of you, around you, just sit back and think. Just think one thing. Like, unless you're somebody who's ready to go on with 10, bring it. Bring me 10 of them. What are you doing wrong? What do you feel you're doing wrong? Not what people say. Because what if them people that are telling you what you're doing wrong and you're following what they're saying, but you're over here believing it don't feel like that? That's why you're not moving forward. That's why I didn't move forward, because I'm like, even when man, there's so many levels, guys. It's amazing. That's why I say infinity. And don't get me wrong, going to church was the best thing I could have done growing up, guys. Best thing I could have done growing up. Because for real, like, if I would have only had what I grew up with at home, I don't even want to think or know, but I know I wouldn't be this person who I am today, still with a heart. For real. So you guys gotta understand, even with our past. I love you, Lord. Even with our past, y'all, there's reasons why everything happened. Everything happens how it's supposed to. When you accept life, then you're gonna realize, so if I'm just now accepting this fuller picture, guys, imagine, it's like everything I do or see, it's either some kind of connection or it comes back in my brain as, I'm not gonna give y'all too much, but if y'all feeling this, you're not crazy. You're not crazy. Because you know what? Even down to my numbers and stories and stuff, one thing with us that are shown certain things or speak on certain things and people can't see it yet, or boom, 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 they start judging this. You know what happens? It could be 3 months later. You know what? That girl was right. Or that man was right. So y'all, make time for, even if it's just somebody saying hello and they tell you something for 5 minutes, 10 minutes. I appreciate y'all every day. I appreciate everybody's support. I appreciate just even the haters. Because you know what? This is not about me. It's not. This is my body. Taking better care of it, but it's the spirit. It don't matter how messed up I am, y'all think, or how messed up anybody thinks of each other. Just be you. Be you. Because you know what's probably I see a little bit, is the people that some of us have came in to help each other, light and dark, because we're all light and dark. We're all sinners. Man, I forgot where I was going on. It'll come back if it's supposed to. I felt that one was going to be a deep one too. It's okay. We just have to love ourselves. I accept life for everything, down to, for me to move out, start walking out the door today. I have to feel it. Even before I even might roll my dice, I have to feel it. I feel even just around. But I also have learned, even with my brother here with the brain cancer, that I'm like, why did I get stuck with him? I put my boundaries and standards, Lord. Why? What? This growing experience on both ends have been amazing. And of course we're going to have really dark moments, or what the hell's going on? Like, I had a lot of those. It takes me a minute to learn sometimes. So everything from the time that I make the choice to walk out this door, I don't care if it was my mama hit me up, my son, even my nephew, everybody. Even when a lot of people get mad at you, because me, if I live freely and I'm not on nobody's time, unless I have an appointment, I live freely. So if you live freely, the universe controls your life, God. If the universe is giving me feelings that I already know I'm not supposed to step out yet, it doesn't matter who you are, and I told you when I'm going to be there. That's why I always be like, I'm learning more and more every day, guys. Like even my nephew. I'll be there. I'm trying for 4 or something, I said. Or go with the flow. That's what I always say, go with the flow. See, I forgot. When you go with that flow, no matter what, because it's all dark out here and there's light. But there's a lot of dark. And I'm not dogging it. Just listen to me. When there's a lot of dark and you're putting that fire, Most people go back to, when they go back to that fire, when they have that little bit of light, they go back to the fire, they're back in the pit. Here, you have to fight your way out of the pit. If you come from different sides or families, I have like 5, my mama was married four times, 5 times in this small town. It's a lot. It's a lot out here. So when after I roll my dice and it's good, I go about my way. But I'm also protected every time I'm out here too, because listen, even down to people, y'all, we're protected. We just have to live freely and slow down. That's huge. Just slow down. A lot of y'all probably already do it, but when I got used to that fast-paced life, I loved it. Here was always slow and boring, but it's really not boring. It's the best thing that's happened to me, y'all. I'm realizing so much. Even me being like dyslexic, they said I'm left-handed. I use my right for everything. I'm a twin. I miss her. I miss my twin, y'all. She's with me every day. Every day. Everywhere I go, I see some kind of sign. And before I would cry, you guys, I'd be so hurt. And it is. Like, it's half my soul. But I'm ready for the real, true love soon. Whenever the universe allows me to get out of here. I had to learn patience. It's a lot, you guys. Even when I thought I was living freely into this world and God and understanding, I'm learning more and more every day. So even where I know I'll be like, uh-oh, I messed up somewhere today. Because it's just the universe and God has control of your whole life. You might need $20 for your light bill due Thursday, but you're worried, and you might find it on the ground Thursday morning, but you didn't have faith. Mandy's done that. Well, the light bill wasn't 20 at this time. Back in the day, yeah. Life is amazing, and it's full of lessons and blessings. And when they say you are what you do, who you're around, like there's different levels of that. Because I didn't believe that. I'm like, hold up, mug. These are my family members. But it didn't matter. And sometimes I was bad too. I got into stuff too. Not stuff I was proud of. Because mind you, when I went through that bad breakup in Florida and I come here, but my name is just tossed, turned, twisted, but I didn't care because I got tired of fighting. I got tired of just arguing and proving my point to these brick walls, even if I hit them, which a couple I did. Thought I would have got respect, but no, they just run their mouth more. I made the wrong choices. Just trying to prove myself all the time. To people that already knew we were good, they just knew our weakness. Like, she's still falling for it. Think about this guy. They're in their head with that control still. Because if we're still falling for it, if they're still like taking over your mind, even more than the higher powers time, because nothing can take over that higher powers time, or you either lose it or don't work out, whatever. They still have control over you, and they know that. They know you're having a bad day, and they might be out there on a date or something while you over there crying. It's that control, man. It's real out here. So many different aspects, different perspectives, different ways of all kinds of stuff. So when my kid's father came here, not just because of our breakup, there was other issues. You know, he owed some money at the corner, but nobody knew that. I didn't even know until a couple years later. So the guy stepped to me. Yeah, the guy stepped to me. In the hood. Wait a minute, we ain't been together, hold up. Just saying, I always want, okay, when you get in a relationship, y'all, what do? You accept the whole family, the whole package. I got in a relationship. At the time, I would see, like, at the time, guys, like, we're going way back. I can remember something. At the time, it was just, I loved, like, time showing like 1 or 2 would be around. By the end of the relationship, just know, I think it was 9. But he came up here. loves these kids more than you. Like, there's called brainwashing, y'all, and I don't want to badmouth him because I'm just not that person no more. And I actually have forgiven him, and I don't know if he's ever forgiven me, but I messed up too. Two wrongs don't make it right, and it usually always mostly takes two. I always say it takes one until the one keeps jabbing at you to where you have to. Just say it, y'all. A lot of us women have gone through that and trying to prove points, prove stories that aren't true. I literally wrote, like, this is how naive I was, y'all. And this was in I had to be like 30. He's, after the breakup, you know, he's mean. He's always trying to get him, but he was nice sometimes to let me get him. Like, he's just older than me, and he's a great friend to anybody out here. I wouldn't dog on any friendship, but even me, I had to work on myself to be a better person. But this is my story and my journey, so no disrespect to him. I still say hi and bye. You know, I have respect. But it's where he asked me to write a note for these food stamp people that I'm not living there and working, so that, because you know, you get a certain amount by your income and stuff. I was like, okay, anything for the kids. I swear, y'all, he came here. He had a custody battle. And tried to use that paper to say that I was signing my rights off to my children. And the judge, that's when she knew I had been through it. And judges, you guys, you might think they're all no. These guys got intuition. They get shown things. It don't even matter if you're a dark person, light person. They're showing the dark even more than... I'm just saying. Everybody has these gifts and intuition, but you gotta understand, these people that are doing... And plus, these are small towns. They don't know what's going on. But since it had been over... I had to save up for a year to get the $5,000 to pay the lawyer to even like start the case. But actually, I didn't even come with the full $5. I think it was almost the $5, and he did it. But unless I could prove that at the time, guys, unless I could prove that he was unfit or no food in the fridge, I guess, and stuff, I think he would have let me in the house. When I got my kids, I had to get them from outside. We're still arguing. It's a lot. When you're brainwashed, plus you've been through trauma, like, we're all messed up in our own ways, y'all, but I want to tell y'all what, I have a bunch of medication in my thing, because I tried one, I was like, all right, let me give it a try, maybe this mental shit is real. Yes, it is real, you guys. It is. I even seen a counselor, what do you call them? I guess you call them a counselor, but psychiatrist? That's what, I mean, more term. Psychiatrist, I did, and you know what? I was like, man, and I had a lot of trust issues. I ain't trying to go there. These mugs, they tell your business, you know, small town. In all reality, I had a lot of trust issues, and I thought it was okay. We're not, you guys. There's a lot of fixing we all can do. I had to like go with pride and ego. You know how hard it is, and how long it takes. After going through stuff and being like a rag doll, or just always being the good-hearted person, to getting ran over all the time. So when you finally get your boundaries, your standards, to this level of, okay, my mind's okay now, to where you have to go back down, put that ego and pride down, like me, everything. Everything. To even come on here, I had to put ego and pride down. Y'all don't know how hard it is. But you know what? It's getting easier, but I think what it is, and I'm learning, it's the energies I'm feeling. Because, you know, I don't, actually, this has been saying 0, I think, but I don't know. I'll know when I get off, though. But I have stuff to do, so I might watch it later. But it's okay. But we have to put that pride and ego down. Get back down to here, to where I've had my car. Well, the car broke down for a lot of reasons. Right after Mama died, because I had to sit my ass down and have an open mind to this other life out here. And you can fix your mental, going back to that real quick, you can fix your mental by just balancing it. I'm not on anything. Every now and then I do have something from my body, yeah. I have to go to the dispo. But it's for a lot of different reasons. But anyways, it doesn't matter. I used to take a lot of pills when I had cancer, to where I was still out there working hard, to where I was just getting fucked up. But I did my job, but it wasn't right. Don't do it, guys out here. Don't do it. Just telling my story. Because in my mind, just like my bro, in our minds, any day, you're just like, what's going on? You can feel when your body's sick. I sure did. I got so skinny that I was like, ew, I like that little weight on me, like, for real. Especially after being thick most of my life. Life is just like this. Just learning and growing every day. If you trust and believe and let go, you're orbiting out in the universe to where anything, if you lose control, you keep orbiting to so many possibilities, so much stuff, you guys. I'm on that right now. For real. It feels great. It feels great. I'm just at a peace that I've been ready to do a song and get up, but I can't rush nothing. And whoever needs to hear this, more power to y'all. Us teachers have to go through a lot to be able to teach other people. And a lot of you guys are teachers out here, and a lot of y'all are students, because you're going to be a teacher in a different part of your life. It doesn't mean you have to be on social media. You could write a book. You could be out here coaching sports. You could be doing anything you love. And that's another thing. When my mama, at a young age, girls shouldn't play basketball. Mind you, I was playing basketball so much, y'all. So much. It's okay. But my dreams were crushed, and I didn't know no purpose or anything until a couple years ago, when my mama died, and I was stuck sitting down, y'all, because you know what? Mandy wouldn't slow down. Mandy, not that I was bad, it was just, I didn't slow down. So not slowing down, how can I even process anything? How can I really even know what this real life thing is about? How could I even start working on myself, or even knowing there's anything wrong with me, until it took something, bam, my mama dying. She was the biggest lesson so far. None of my families, after my mama has so far, been lessons, because I'm accepting everything. Everything. To even where I told my child the other day, I said, listen, oh my God, how could she say accept the child? Listen, y'all, no, I would be torn up inside. That's what I say now, but I don't even know about a couple days or anything else I learned, because you know what? The children are who we love the most. Like, even my grandbaby at the park the other day, what? Like, she was on the big girl rides, like, and I'm over here, and literally when I told her to take, like, a picture or video, I did not know any of that was going to happen, because I'm like an overprotector. Not that anything can happen, it's just like, you gotta be free too, guys. So if anybody's like judging the video, just be free. I was free and everything turned out okay. But I was like, she is beyond her age, and she loves a challenge, and a lot of us do. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna get off here. I feel my time is done. I might come later, I don't know when. Can't tell you, but life is what we make it. And I feel with my journey is definitely by all the choices that we make, even down to stopping at a restaurant, even down to picking up people, doing good deeds for people. Now, don't get me wrong. When I say I'm not supposed to go out there, it's not that I don't want to help these people. It's not that I don't want to. I would love to. Or you want to go here? Yeah. I had that the other day. You want to go here? And I was on my way, and boom, the universe had something else. It's about going with the flow. Because this person that if I would have jumped and said yes, okay, so there was what, 3 or 4? Just out of nowhere, really. You could go want to do something for anybody as bad as you want, and then something happens on the way. Like, let's say you need a dog. Like, man, if I just would have stayed home. If you feel to stay home, it doesn't mean it has to do with anybody out here. So when I stay home and I come live and I didn't go pick this person up, that's expectations on me, y'all. I had to learn this. I had to learn this for myself. Because people are doing that with me now. But you know what? Not the ones I let go of. That I don't talk to at all anymore. And it's amazing. Because even there was... I just go with the flow. Just go with the flow, y'all. Even if it's a last minute gut feeling. There's so many curveballs in life. Go with it, even if it sounds insane in the membrane. But listen, I appreciate y'all. I really do. Because you know what? It puts a good smile on my face knowing that I could pull through this, even if it's to help one person. I swear. Have a great day. We got this. Have good moments.